Oh, let's be real. Have she
Anything wrong, it's the mother.
Sometimes I really don't know what to do.
Screw it, I say, mommy. I understand how she ask everybody the question and you are not. I'm not here.
You have many different hats. At all times, we have to mother up. We don't say level up. We say we have to mother up. At one point, there was no balance. I was winging everything.
Like God gave me this person, this whole person, that I have so much to do with how he turns out as an adult. There is
the bread and butter, you know, give them quality time. It impacts how they grow. I just want to say I'm very proud mom.
I would see them, as my grandma would say, them past the worst.
yes.
Yes.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we doing today? I hope you are well. I am well. As you can see, I'm all bright and yellowy. I hope that everybody on the panel, everybody who is streaming today, has on their yellow. Let's see what's happening here. But yellow or not, we are live this morning, and today we have a wonderful panel of moms who will just be sharing with us, giving us a few words of encouragement, sharing challenges. Some may have gone over the hill, some are going through it, and we have some people who have not had children as yet, and at one point or another would desire to do so. So I'm gonna get right into it, but before I do, I'm just gonna introduce our panelists. Pulse check. Are we hearing? Just say something.
Give us a thumbs up.
Something? Alright. Okay, thank you, Sabrina. Okay, so I wasn't there talking to myself. That would be a travesty. Alright. Alright, so we have Tezito.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna ask you to, as I go around, just introduce yourself, share maybe one or two lines, who Tezito is, and then we go around.
Nice.
And also, most important, I'm gonna ask you to state the age of the children. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
My name is Tezita. I have one 14-year-old son.
Mm-hmm.
Before I had a conversation with Fedora this morning, I would have said I'm a mom of one. But I'm Tezita. So, Tezita, working person, mommy,
Yes.
wife sometimes,
Alright.
and dog mom of 3. Even though it don't count here, but I have to put that out.
Okay, alright. Go ahead.
Hi, good morning. My name is Jermisha. I'm a first-time mom of a 5-month-old boy baby. I'm a student, not now, but I will be going back to school.
Oh.
So that's Jermisha.
Alright, Antoinette.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Antoinette Hayes. I am a mom of 3. I call them my gems. My eldest is a girl, she's 19, just started university. Second is my son CJ, 16, and my baby AJ, who is 10.
Okay.
I am a God's girl and I'm an engineer at heart.
Oh wow, beautiful. She have our plate full enough. 3 different stages. Alright, go ahead, mommy.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Stacey Jones Harridge. I'm mom of 2. Anelka Harridge is my son. He's 21 years old. And my daughter is Sharika Harridge. She's 26 years old. I am a farmer. I'm a mom. I'm an accountant. I wear many hats.
My God.
My office attendants here, all my office attendants here. I'm their accountants, I'm their advisors, everything.
Oh wow.
I take good care of them.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Monique. I'm also a mom of 2 little girls. A 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. And I think one of the skills that we moms learn is that we are head of everything.
Yes, I was lucky, yeah.
I don't think sometimes I wonder if they even know the father exists.
Yes.
Because they just come
Everything.
to mom. Mom
Yes.
is the head of everything, can solve every problem.
True.
All right, and for those who don't know, my name is Fedora, and I'm a mom of. I'm gonna state it here. All right, so I'm a mom of 3. Yes, 3 children: 12, 19, and 21. Different phases, different stages, but I'm here. So let's get right into it. So, ladies, what does motherhood mean to you? I'm gonna start with Antoinette. She's writing and everything. She's drawing.
So it has been a process. At first, it was a bit nerve-wracking and scary. I had my daughter straight out of university. At one point, I was thinking if that's a result of my degree, because as I graduated, I had her, right? So it was scary. I wasn't a God's girl then. So the anxiety, the nervousness, the worry, and all of that jazz. Just finished university, didn't get a job as yet, and here I have to be a mommy. But as the Lord has it, and I always have to go back to the Lord, because even when we are not aware of what He's doing, He's always there, guiding, covering, protecting, and He would have sent community that helped and mold and shaped me into just mothering up.
Mothering up.
Mothering up, right? So, in summary, it has been a great experience. Started off rocky, but at the end of the day, I am just grateful to be a mother, and I am very grateful that He blessed me to be a mother.
Just recently joined the club. What does motherhood mean to you? 5 months in. What does motherhood mean to you?
As Antoinette was saying, it was very hard, rocky. There were nights I would get up and cry, because I don't know, as they say, sometimes just get up and cry. But seeing how he has been growing, hitting his milestones, those little aspects of his little milestones shape me to feel so proud and happy and stuff like that. Also, I have my mom who helps me throughout everything, and also I have to thank God for giving me the strength every day to go
We
for
need
it.
to know. Strength. Strength. What does motherhood mean to you? You have a 14-year-old.
Yeah, but I love how Jamisha ended it, because I remember, like, as he was growing, it's almost like I still call him my baby. The picture I wear of him is when he's like 8. Because in my head, he's still, and not that I don't have newer pictures, but he's just always my baby. And it's like God gave me this person, this whole person, that I have so much to do with how he turns out as an adult. There is such a responsibility on us when we decide to have children that it's scary and it's daunting, because you do something, you've heard stories, little things that you might do that just scar them for life. So it's like you're constantly watching what you're doing, what you say, the examples that you're setting. You're concerned about what they watch on TV. I get up and I hear him, he's 14 now, so I'll get up and hear him on watching things on YouTube or TikTok, and I'm like, what is that at 2 a.m. that you're watching? Give me the phone. So I can't just be me anymore, because everything I think of them. So it's almost like it has kind of put me on hold, as I have to make sure that he's okay and that he has everything that he needs for when he hits that adulthood.
He's ready.
Yeah.
He's ready.
And it have a lot to do with us.
Yeah.
So you can't take it lightly, and I think that's what it means to me, is that I keep, it's not just about Tizita anymore. There is this little person. I can't just tell off people at work because I need a job. Take care of him after university. So it affects every part of you.
Okay.
It's something that you think about all the time. You carry it with you. You don't have a moment when it's just, I can do this. And I know you're going to touch on it.
Yes,
But
definitely.
in your head, it's there.
Always
You get your
going.
nails done, he's there. Hold on. You eat, I left this in the fridge. Did you prepare it? You know? But that's us. That's what we do.
All right, so we have quite a number of persons who have tuned in to listen to the discussion. I'm gonna ask if it is that there's at any point in time you have something that you'd like to share and you'd like to participate, you can feel free to do so. We'll open the floor so we can take your questions, and we'll also look into some of the things that you are saying as well, because we know we have quite a number of moms that are on the that are also joining us. All right, Stacy.
Wow. So I have 2 adults.
Yeah.
And I can say for me, mom for me means honor. It's an honor for me to be a mom to my 2 children. Although they are adults, they are 2 lovely human beings, and I can attest this to their upbringing in the church. The saying that says it takes a village to raise children is true. I can attest to it. That is true in all aspects. And I can say I have many moments, but I think right now the moments that I have is more looking at myself, coming out of them in how they've grown up. My son, I call my accountant. He does everything for me. I get my pay at the bank, and I know nothing else. He pays all the bills. He does everything.
And that's what
me.
motherhood now means.
Yes,
to you.
yes. It's like I have a big brother and I have a big sister. Although I don't have a big sister. I have both.
Yeah.
But to me, based on the stages that they are now, that's the relationship that we have.
Okay.
And I just want to say I'm a very proud mom for my children. Yes.
All right, we don't want to, what I'm gonna do, so if I ask a question, maybe I'll just have 3 responses from the panelists so that we know we can just run it through. When we were doing the introductions earlier, I heard student, I heard, church, and we heard accountant, we heard farming, like we wear so many different hats. At all times, we have to mother up. We don't say level up, we say we have to mother up at all times. And we don't know when the time is going to come, when the occasion or when the situation will arise, when we will just have to be that person at that time. Work-life balance. We are all professionals. We have demanding job. We know we work at Digicel, so I don't have to say anything. You know, the hours are never ending, and crisis after crisis, you have to put out fires. How do you balance work, family, and also taking care of you? I'm gonna throw this out. Yes, how do you do it? Because
Wow, of all the persons. I have not struck that balance yet.
okay.
Anytime
soon? Because I would like to get there, and I don't believe in reinventing the wheel, going around the mulberry bush 40 times. So you said yes, is it soon?
I am hoping. So being a mom of 2 young kids, currently they're at the stage where they're fighting each other constantly.
Oh wow.
So work-life balance, we do try to, I just try to make time so that they can have time to spend with me, and we can do things as activities together. But it's very difficult.
Okay.
I can say that it's very, very, very difficult, and me time does not exist.
Okay. Oh, I agree. Well, at that stage, having been there, me time does not really exist. All right. So, Jermisha.
Yes.
It's only 5 of us in here, so it's gonna go like this.
Hi.
Fresh on the block, new on the block. How
Yeah, I had stated that I have my mom, so big up mommy.
You big up mommy?
She has been there for me. So if I work from home, she would have him. But there are times he wants to come around me and play with me and all the little stuff. Because even though he's touching face, grabbing, and all that. But I try to balance. I go home, do what I need to do for him. So when mommy keeps him in the day, she doesn't have a lot to do. But it's not very easy. I'm still getting there, still trying to do what I can do. So that's it.
So pretty much you have not been able to strike even a little balance.
It's there and
Antoinette, you have 3 children. You've been doing this a while.
20
You've been
years.
doing this almost 20 years. So we have Monique, who has children ages 2 and 5, and we have Jermisha over there at 5. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you, what does work-life balance look like?
Even though I've been at it at 20 years, you said it perfectly. The balance is not one that remains depending on the season of life, depending on whatever challenges I'm experiencing at work as an engineer. You know, Digicel has an uptime of 24/7. Accidents, outages, incidents can happen whenever. As recent as this Tuesday, I got a call at 5:45. So usually what I do, my 10-year-old lives with me in Jamaica, the other 2 they are abroad at school. So I have devotion time with AG. So now getting a call at 5:45, devotion disrupt, right? So I say that to say there are days, months, season when the balance will be impacted. What I try to do that has been pretty much constant is family meeting. So every Sunday between 6 and 8, that's family time. I don't take no calls, I don't go to no ministry meeting, nothing at all. And I try to keep in close communication with the 2 that are away, and for AJ, he's getting most of my time now. He's just happy.
Yes,
I do Saturdays with him. Yeah. Yes, Wednesday was Teachers' Day, no school. I took him to Sovereign for lunch. He loves going to Sovereign. So you have to, you have to assess, and I guess the planner in me, and I love to schedule. You just have to assess and see where you can block out time to ensure that they too are getting the quality time from you. Yes, we need the bread and butter, but if you have the bread and butter and you not give them quality time, it impacts how they grow, it impacts the man and woman that they turn out to be in society.
And the parents that they become.
Yes.
Very good.
All right, so we heard a whole mouthful, but what I didn't hear, you time.
Oh yeah, I have me time. Good, thanks for asking.
Me
that.
time, because we hear about digital
Every
time.
third Saturday, I go to the salon. I have to take AJ, but I said this is mommy time. I make sure data on him phone and him sit in the waiting room. Even if it's 4 hours, this is mommy time.
I agree.
And I'm serious about it.
All right, Stacey, your children are 21 and 26.
Yes, so basically, what I do now is basically we go out together. I mean, we go to restaurants, we go to movies. So it's a bit of me time and their time. But my me time is my Sunday. My Sunday is off. It's me and Father God, and me. My Sunday is off. And for work-life balance, it's not so, I wouldn't say it's hectic, but it's more work for me. Work. But balancing, I'm okay with it because the kids are older.
They're older right now.
My daughter works from home, so she will cook, clean, whatever. I don't have to do those things. And then my son. So it's not, I mean, I wouldn't say anything is hectic for me.
Okay, so you're at a different phase.
Yes.
All right.
I'm at the relaxed stage.
You're at the relaxed stage.
Yes.
So for those persons who are joining, and you may be wondering, because we have Jermisha, she's here at 5 months and she hasn't been able to strike that balance. We have Antoinette, different at different levels, different phases and different parts of her journey. We have Tazita, and we have money. Everybody's at a different stage. And what I'm looking forward to is I'm almost there to be at Stacy's stage. Like they say, mom goals. This is the stage that I'm sure we all aspire to get to, where we can go out, we can do the things that we see them, as my grandma would say, them pass the worst.
Yes.
Yes.
We see them pass the worst. All right, this question will be
No,
for
Fedora, stick up in. I don't understand how she asked everybody the question and you are not. I want here. You have an adult. You
Yes.
have a baby.
All right, so
Where's
my
your
dad,
balance?
yeah. All right, so initially, like Jermisha, like I didn't know what was happening. I would have failed miserably several times, but I kept going forward. At one point, there was no balance. I was winging everything. The truth is, there's no manual for parenting.
That's right.
There's no manual for motherhood. We don't get any of that. Every single day, we have to get up and go. Some of the things that have remained constant for me is I try my best to improve on the situation that I was birthed in. So there are things that I would have experienced as a child. When I became a parent, I tried my very best to either eradicate or improve on.
Yeah.
So pretty much that has been my thing. So work-life balance. I would try my best to ensure that I was always present in their moment.
Yes. Very
So
important.
any event, best believe it, I'm gonna show up. If it is the last 2 minutes of 2 seconds, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna show up, and my children, they're gonna hear me. Ravinia will hear, go Pussy.
Yes.
My son is going to hear, go Amari. Brittany's gonna hear, go Bibi. Something like that, because everybody knows I'm coming. I'm always learning, so I would always be going to school, trying to evolve, because I know at some point in time you need to be able to sit at a particular table, so you have to be up leveling. And me time, for those who know, like they could dress up something, and that has never left. So the first week of every month, since from a long time there, has always been my period. I'm gonna go do something for me, and that's how I would balance. Yeah, I block out a section of the month, and that is my time. So whilst everybody would go at the end of the month to get their hair done and whatnot, no, it's the first of the month. After when I go out to the business,
You get
I
your
go.
full time.
Yes, that's how I would take care of that.
All right, so we have some comments
Go ahead.
in the chat. It's gonna show up. Sandra says absolutely no manual for motherhood because each child is different
Yes.
and there has to be a different method. Sandra Thomas, thank you. Absolutely. And Vanessa Campbell, the only me time I have is at work. And sometimes that's why
That's true, that's the
like
truth.
Monica, sure you understand that.
Yes.
There's nobody screaming your name.
Listen,
So-
nobody coming for you to show them something that you think they already know.
Yeah. Oh, we have one more now, Crystal. For me, it is more of trying to find, hold on, they're coming in, lovely. For me, it's more of trying to find work-life integration. Both my family and work are important. So, for example, instead of putting off vacation, I may take a weekend out of town with my family and still bring my laptop just to ensure not to work the entire weekend. I'm also not afraid to ask for help. If I can't make it home early, I will ask my son's godparents or my cousins, aunts, whoever to help. It definitely takes a village. And Stacey said that earlier.
Okay. All
Somebody else agreed with Vanessa. All the time Shahab is at work.
Listen, let me tell you.
And Pauline, what I've learned is to be present mom and not a present mom.
Wow,
Yes.
that's it. That one is very big.
That is a big
That's
one.
That's a very
Pauline,
big.
that was very deep.
That was
Yes.
Yeah.
deep.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we have Chantel.
Yeah.
We'll welcome them. Sometimes my schedule work. Sometimes he has more energy. I think I'm missing something
You know,
here.
her schedule meaning what she has to do, work.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
We try to adhere to 10 p.m. bedtime for 2-year-old. We put him we give him activities so he kills the energy, and then we can have alone time. Okay, we get your Chantel. So you work them out so them go to bed early so you have your time.
Yeah, that's a good strategy.
It is.
It's a really good strategy.
And then Davia says her time is when they're asleep and the place is quiet, so
Wow.
she can fall asleep.
Wow.
This is Davia Stewart.
All right.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
Thank you so much for participating. For
Loving it,
contributing.
loving it.
All right.
And feel free when you want to say something, you let us know. Put your hand up and you get your chance to share as well.
Yes.
We want to hear from you.
All right. So one of the things I noticed when I was asking the questions, or especially during the introduction, there were some times when we mentioned our children's ages and even a part of our journey that we just smiled. Like it just came naturally. My question, Tezito, I just wanted to share one moment to this date that has stuck out with you. Like, thinking about it now, just one. You're just smiling. See them up there, just like that. One moment.
Dear God, I feel so. I don't know. I can't think of something right now.
All right, once you think about
Yeah,
it, once you think about it, because it's like so many.
I don't. He's 14 now. There's not so many. I have to dig deep.
Antoinette, this is one is for you a moment that's really stood out.
The one that's coming to mind is actually couple Mother's Day back. My daughter, Tavian, she would have worked with, that time I had all three of them here in Jamaica, she would have worked behind my back, if you will, and with her two brothers for them to put a Mother's Day video together. Yeah, and she did a little, what I would say, like a little concert that evening. So they attempted to sing, to act, and at the end of it, with the help of, I have a big community. I have church people, I have digital people, I have mentors. So she would have worked with one of my friends to kind of put word into the video, and it just melt my heart.
You look back at it and smile sometimes.
Yeah.
Please look at it.
They were so young. See, I won't get tears. They were so young. Probably like 6 years ago, so she would have been about 12-ish. So the others would have been 10, and then AJ would have been 4. Yeah.
Alright. So I'm going to stick with Jermisha because she mentioned the word earlier. She said he's hitting his milestones.
Yeah.
And when she said that, she lit up.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to just share with us, even what it's pretty young, it's early, but that milestone today that has you oozing joy and you just can't help smiling.
It would be when you smile at me, because I went to the doctor and she was like, "You smile with you?" I'm like, "No, don't smile with me." But I'm saying like him do a little smile or something, but him not smile at me. So there was one morning I was in the room with him and he turned around and I think I was making a little funny face or something, and he just smiled, and I'm like, I'm screaming, I said, "Mommy, smile."
Oh, the simple things, the simple things.
Excellent. And I think I have
Mommy,
one.
you
now.
smile with me. I just say, "Yes, so I'm saying, yes, mommy." Everything.
Alright, Tizito.
Yes, I thought of it, and I guess it wasn't so far. So what has been happening? I'm normally late at work. Most times I will be home by 7:30, maybe 8. If it reaches minutes to 9 or past 8:30, he's gonna call me and he's gonna ask me, "Mommy, where are you?" And I'll say, "I'm on my way home." He's like, "Mommy, I want to go to my bed." And I just think, there is somebody that's checking up on me, that's missing me. And there was a time when I used to complain about it. You can't call your mother. You don't know what here I am.
Yes.
And then it's like he heard me. And so when he sees certain time, he's gonna call me.
Yeah.
"Mommy, I
boys.
want to sleep. Where are you?"
Boys.
And I have to tell him where I am. And if I'm gonna be later than that, I have to tell him before.
Wow, this sounds like my
So
household.
yeah,
And then
but
just turn
it makes me feel so cared for,
yes.
and it makes me smile.
All right, before you come back at me to say, you're not sharing, while everybody was sharing just now, So I'm big on routine. I'm big on structure. So there are certain things that I don't do. My son, he's the only one living with me right now. As the girls are living overseas. They're going to school overseas. Like, so with him now, he gets all my time pretty much. I do Saturdays with him as well. I look forward to Saturdays with him. On my way to work, on my way to drop off in the mornings, I take no phone calls. Like none. That's our time. That's our time to talk about any and everything. And then there's this thing that happens every morning. He never allows me to leave. He never leaves without saying, bye, I love you, have a good day, drive safe, come home safe. And that is every single morning. He doesn't miss a beat.
How old is he, 12?
Yeah, he's 12. He doesn't miss a beat, and that has been going on for years. And then there's this thing where he opens doors. He does that. He doesn't allow me to take my bags. Like when I get home in the evenings, he will he comes out. The minute he hears the car, the horn or whatnot, he's gonna come out. And if I touch that bag, he's gonna be, why are you touching it? Why are you touching it? So that for me with him. For the girls is when Brittany, I also have a blended family. And she'll say, hey girl, because you know she's 21 now, so the conversation is like, hey girl, yeah, something like that. And then Remedial, she would call and say, my mother, what's up? Welcome, my mother, something like that. And she go off. But so those things, I look forward to those conversations, the simple things. And when it happens, I just you know, I'm just going to be extra self. For those who know, you know, pretty extra because the girl is on the phone and she's known as the lady. The lady's on the phone, and when the lady's on the phone, everything stops.
Before you jump in, she said her daughter is just like that.
Oh, beautiful.
And you know, she's like, oh, watch Gentleman.
Yes, because we are, unknowingly, we are raising the next generation. So we're raising somebody's father, somebody's somebody's boss, somebody's husband, somebody's friend, and we have a role to play in who and what they become in the future. So it's not something that we can take lightly.
Absolutely.
I don't take it lightly. And I'm sure for everybody who is on right now, we don't take that lightly.
Notice if something wrong, you know, your mother never raised you right.
Yes,
Nobody said your daddy. I mean, not to discount it and not to say that they're not there.
True.
That's the first thing if you come out not looking right. Your mother never see you when you come out of the house.
That's like that. Listen, for you sometimes, like, and you know the children there, what they will do? You send them out nice and everything. When you pick them up in the evening, shoes broke down and everything, and you're looking like, because you know how we're grown. And this bring them power. Oh, let's be real. Haven't you ever had a moment like that where you're like, had streamers? Have you ever had an experience like that where you look at your child and you're like, this is not how I sent you out to school. This is not a true representation of what we instilled in you. Like, I've had that several times with my son.
Vanessa said, I tell my kids this all the time, and this is all in caps. Anything wrong, it's the mother. So them try no. Sandra has a standout moment. So she says, after crying every evening that my eldest was wasting time and not studying, he completed his GSAT at the head of his class.
Oh wow.
Got the school of his choice and was awarded lesson learned. No, and was awarded. So that's the story. Lesson learned. Things are not always how they seem to appear.
Yes.
Wow.
Thank you, Sandra.
And Sandra, I'm standing with you because I'm hoping that at the end of the results, that will come soon. I'll be singing the same song for the last one who just sat with wrote the pep paper.
Nicola earlier, she said there is no time. So this was in relation to your question about work-life balance. There is no time, but I do enjoy their company to and from school. So that's like similar to what you shared.
Quality bonding.
Yes. And all the awards and well done they receive give me what I need to keep making the sacrifice every day for the beautiful gems in my life.
All right.
That's Nicole Duncan. Thank you.
Well,
Nicola,
Nicola, thank you so much. All right. So we have been flowing, and I always like a discussion where we can flow. One word that keeps coming up, or some words similar, single phrases, sentences, community. Community and the village. I think I heard village twice. Monique, what are your thoughts? What do you have to say about community? What does your community look like for you?
Well, currently, actually, community for me now is like my church family plays a major role. So even in picking up, I don't pick up my daughter from school. Church does.
Okay.
And they actually keep her until I can go pick her up.
Wow.
So it plays a major role. Sometimes I really don't know what to do, like something that they do. And I need to go to talk to somebody to get advice. My mother, my sisters, everybody really they play a part in how my children are raised. Everybody. So even church, I allow them to discipline her as well. So I may go there and see her in the corner. Why in the corner? I wasn't listening. I was doing my homework or something. So like so many things, I'm so thankful that God allowed me to have somewhere that can
Support you.
guide me and support me.
Because I said,
Really necessary.
you see, you know what you said? Strength.
Yes. Yes.
She mentioned strength. Antoinette also spoke about her church community. She spoke about her work community. Like she spoke about her mentorship community. Like Antoinette like me is just big.
She sound like she have a balance.
Like she sound like Antoinette is almost there. We need to. How important is it for you, and what does outside of the surface? What are some of the things that your community does for you? I'd like for you to share that. There are times when we discount it, we don't pay much attention, we just think of it like, oh, it's just another random thing, it's just another random moment, but it's very important. What does it look like for you? And
Okay, I can go on forever and forever.
Alright,
Like
no,
Monique
we're not
talked
gonna go
about.
on and on. We're not gonna go on and on today,
To
but
Monique's point, community is extremely important. I'm not sure how you can raise, I'll say the word effective again because of my engineering background, but might not be the best word, effective next generation people without having a community, because you don't know it's all, your way is not the only way, your way is skewed, so you need the perspective from the community to help you put it together. So church is big. Yes, I had church people picking up my children when they were all here. My mentor, work mentor, church mentor, they will pour into me from time to time. I still have teenagers, but when they were just becoming teenagers, the boy didn't talk much.
Oh, gosh.
The girl, she talks, says, "Oh,
Happy Mother's Day!"